Hi. So I have a plan for my next tarot review, but I'm waiting for a package and then it's going to take me a little while to actually prepare the review. Because this is a little bit experimental. I got a deck specifically because I saw it had companion decks, but then the last one has no reviews on Amazon. So I'm going to review it here. This is what I enjoy doing, even though it's not like I'm not the most refined reviewer that like ever lived. I enjoy doing them, but waiting for packages. So I also wanted to bring up something. Well, first of all, Happy New Year before I forget. Hopefully, 2025, like, I'm fairly hopeful for my own life situation for 2025 because I don't know, I just am. So I hope that everybody else, is just like mostly it's that weird like in between time right now where like I feel like I'm between years right now. But I'm fairly hopeful. I'm waiting for I'm hoping like next week. Well, next week being like by the time I post this like by the time it goes live, it'll be the week I'm talking about. But uh but anyway, I'm hoping by next week like it feels like normal time again, everything. I'm recording this on Sunday. What I wanted to talk about, sorry that I'm rambling. What I wanted to talk about instead of tarot this week, I wanted to talk about there are many angel enthusiasts who mention that during whenever there's the holiday season that more angels come down to earth and are like more available to us. But even if you don't vibe with angels, like that's fine. I do in a pretty serious way, but I also learned like kind of like not a secular equivalent. It's not really secular, like spirit guides are still spiritual, but if you vibe with spirit guides, I also learned something sort of recently about spirit guides. I'm always studying spirit guides. I'm always learning things. But I did not really know really how many types of specialist guides there are. Previously I've learned things like we have our own guides and then there's like master guides, and you can learn that in many different spirit guide books. The thing about master guides, like I'll give an example. It's more like a master guide is more like an archetype. Like some people work with like Merlin as their master guide, even though to other people that's a fictional character, and not everyone would want to work with Merlin. But like out there in the cosmos and everything, Merlin is like a master guide for some people. It's just an example of like more of an archetype, sort of the magician archetype if you're thinking about tarot. So, if you resonate with another magician, like another magician that I have worked with, and he's not a fictional character, he's a god, but I've worked with Gwydion, like I did a lot when I was a kid, and then he's back. He's back, and I was never expecting him back. So basically any magician can like work in this like archetypal role in your spirit guide team. But anyway, what you can do that I had not thought of before, you can ask for a specialist guide for pretty much like anything you would possibly need, there's a specialist guide for like that topic. And I really had not thought about it before. On the angel side, there are like more angels coming down all the time. And there are unoccupied angels. I tend to say unoccupied angels because some people say unemployed angels, and I kind of feel like that's because it's not capitalism. But like, there are unoccupied angels who are like standing around waiting for stuff to do. So there are also like there's just and you want to ask for like benevolent entities also, like because you want to ask for like the most benevolent entity that you can work with. There was someone, and I can't remember like this specific person's name, but he was like, if I wouldn't ask like all of my relatives for, relationship advice. So you want to ask the entity that is like the most qualified for whatever you're asking about. So you can ask for a specialist or an unoccupied angel. So those are like sort of two sides of the same coin. If you want to ask for a guide, ask for a specialist guide in whatever you're asking about. And I honestly did not know that you could specify that. So I thought, since I learned it, I would pass it along. I am about to begin a class, and I'm going to be very, very busy in January in general. But I'm hoping, like, since this package is taking a while, I'm hoping, like, maybe in a week from now, I can do my next tarot review. And I wasn't, like, sure which spirit guide topic I would do this month, and I was thinking my next video would be a tarot review, but since I am waiting for packages, I wanted to pass this along because, like, honestly, what I learn, I try to pass on to the next person, because we can all use this information. Spirit is free. That's how I feel. And I always like kind of operate on mutual aid and I don't want to say pay it forward because that's like the coffee line kind of thing. That's not really it does end up being like a pay it forward kind of thing, but it's like a knowledge base kind of thing. I want to learn so I can pass things forward to other people. So I hope this is helpful to you. Just be aware there are more angels around, following holiday seasons of any type. Whatever you celebrate, it's been the holiday season for the majority of spiritualities out there. Not just one holiday. It's been many holidays. So there's many, many, many angels out there, and they are, it is my experience, they can be bored. They are like standing around with less to do. There's more of them than at any other time of the year. So I hope if you need help, you will ask for help. Remember that you need to ask for help to get help. You need to ask. They can't intercede with free will if they're not asked directly. So it's time to ask because there are more around than ever before. Okay, I hope that helps. If this helps you, it helps me to find out if people like the video, comment on the video, or whatever you would like to do. because I know everyone has been busy, and because I will be in a class coming up, and I'm working on some writing, so I'm gonna be slowing down a little bit on YouTube content, but I'm still here, and if the videos are helping you, feel free to let me know.